Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It videos every single Wednesday where I'm talking about new makeup releases and launches, letting you know a little bit about them, and also talking over if I'm interested in picking them up or if I'm going to pass over them. And as always, I have a lot to chat about this week, so why don't we go ahead and get started. I got a ton of tags on a new Sephora Favorites collection, one of their lip sets. I'm such a fan of the Sephora, especially the Gimme Some Nude lip sets. I don't know how many I have purchased, but it's been a lot of them. I think it's such a cool way to find new lipstick formulas. I have found a bunch of new favorite lipstick formulas and colors from buying those sets, so I always get a bunch of tags when new ones come out. So let's see, it is available now on the Sephora website. So I'm reading from the Treadmoon One Instagram, so I'll have her page listed down below. It's a new Gimme Some Nude lip set. It's going to be $28. It includes Grande Cosmetics Plumping Liquid Lipstick in Smoked Sherry, the Urban Decay Cosmetics Hi-Fi Shine Lip Gloss in SPL, a Kat Von D Aesthetic Kiss Lipstick in Lovecraft, also the Tarte Cosmetics H2O Lip Gloss in Bora Bora, and Anastasia Beverly Hills Lipstick in Ruby, which is a full size, and then the Bite Beauty Prismatic Pearl Multi-Stick in Pink Pearl. So you have 5 deluxe size lipsticks, and then the Anastasia is a full size. Unfortunately, this one is going to be another miss for me. I feel like the last like 2 maybe Give Me Some Nude lip sets have been a miss for me. I'll explain why. The Grande Cosmetics, I would be interested in trying out that liquid lipstick, but the Urban Decay lip gloss, I actually do have it. I actually have one on today. I have 1993 on over a MAC lipstick. The Kat Von D Lovecraft, I do have that, but it is her... I feel, well, this says Studded Kiss lipstick, so it might be the exact same thing. I know she recently changed up that formula, so it could be the new one, but I have that exact same shade, and I actually have a mini of it because I got it in one of these lip sets. Sometimes the bad thing with these lip sets is that they continually put repeat shades in there, so that one would be a repeat from the past. The Tarte Cosmetics lip gloss, I'm not super interested in that one. The Anastasia matte lipstick in Ruby, I actually don't like the Anastasia matte lipsticks, so for that to be the full-size product, that's a really, really big miss for me because I'm just not a fan of those lipsticks. And then the Bite Prismatic Pearl Multi-Stick, that one I'm just not really interested in trying. It doesn't sound like my sort of vibes, so really the only one in there that I either don't have or want to try is only one of the minis, the Grande Cosmetics. So it wouldn't be worth it for me to purchase it. So I'm bummed about that because I've been really wanting to get another one. I've been so excited every time I see them coming out. I'm like, yes, please be the one for me. And it's just, it's not yet the one for me. But I do think that these are a good value if you're interested in trying the items that are in there. If you don't have a lot of the repeat shades, like I have bought ones in the past where, you know, one of the items in there is something I have because I can just pass it along, but the other items in there intrigue me enough, the full size intrigues me enough, so I think that they're a good value, but unfortunately that one's a miss for me. I did notice one of the weekly wows this week on Sephora is one of the Sephora lip favorites. I think it's on sale for like $19. I'll have that one listed down below as well, but I've never seen one of their lip sets included in the weekly wows, so that was pretty interesting. Again, another one that wouldn't really work out for me, but I wanted to chat about it because I know I got a ton of tags. You guys have been around my channel for a while. You know I used to do like dedicated videos on those lip sets, but there just hasn't been one that's got me really excited lately, which is a bummer. But I'm going to pass over that one, but let us know if you're interested in it. I got a lot of tags to talk about this new palette from BH Cosmetics. It's the BH Festival. They're coming out with a whole collection. So they have the Weekend Festival eyeshadow palette, which is 20 shades for $18. There's also going to be a brush set for 10 pieces for $24. I was mostly just getting asked about the eyeshadow palette. I don't know if my house is haunted, but I swear to you, I just saw someone walk by that door. Ooh. I'm gonna play that back and look at my face because that spooked me. I'm also reading a ghost story right now, so I think it's messing with my head. Okay then. I'm just gonna talk about the eyeshadow palette because that is mostly what I was getting asked on. So the Weekend Festival eyeshadow palette, 20 shades for $18. It is also available at Ulta Beauty, which I think is great. I totally understand why a lot of people are excited about this. Festival season is coming up, Coachella, all that fun stuff. So we're seeing a lot of these collections or these palettes or even like lip colors geared towards these fun festival makeup looks. This one definitely looks like a lot of fun. I do like BH Cosmetics. I do like their eyeshadow palettes. I wouldn't say that they're the most high quality, but they're also really affordable, and I feel like for the price, I feel like the quality does match it. It's still not like an absolutely like crap eyeshadow palette, but it's just not the most high quality, if that makes sense. I'm looking at this palette, and honestly, like for a second there, I was trying to talk myself into it. It does look like it comes with a mirror too, which is great. I feel like I was trying to talk myself into it, like, you know, you should get another BH palette in your collection. It's only $18. You can get it at Ulta, and you know, all of these fun, colorful shades. But there's just something about it that I was like, I just don't feel like I'm gravitating towards it right now. You know me, I mean, look at my eye look today. Look at my lip color. I'm very much neutral. I like to play with color every once in a while, but I don't know if buying a very colorful eyeshadow palette is a good decision for me. If I wanted to, I would say to go like a BH route, because you're still getting good quality but for a better price for something that I wouldn't reach for on a really consistent basis. But I'm just kind of thinking about my eyeshadow palette collection. I feel like I have these shades amongst the palettes that I have. The Pure Trolls palette, especially like the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne collection. I have a bunch of single shadows from Christina Ann Cosmetics, this purple, that blue in there. That, I mean, I feel like I have those. So that's why I think I wasn't gravitating towards it. And it's always interesting. That's why I love watching videos similar to Will I Buy It, to see what people, you know, kind of want to talk themselves into. Like, I know I don't need that. I know I have it, but I'm gonna be able to justify why I'm gonna pick that up. It's always interesting for me to see what everyone else thinks, but for me, this is one where I can easily say like, nope, I don't need it. It's similar enough to other items in my collection. I can dupe it more easily, but I don't think this palette would be a bad addition to your eyeshadow palette collection. But for me, I'm just gonna stay strong. I'm gonna say no to it, but it's pretty darn cool. So Morphe brushes, I feel like they're coming out with a lot lately. I feel like I'm getting tagged on them a lot. I kind of try to space out my releases. When I'm talking about them in here, I try to space out my brands for the releases in my Will I Buy It videos, but they sure are coming out with quite a bit. So they have new blush trios and also blush palettes that they're coming out with. And I think maybe a lot of people know that I gravitate towards palettes like this. So I was getting quite a few tags, so I thought I would chat about it. So they have several new blush trios, so 3 shades for $12. They also have blush palettes, and those are going to be $20 each, and they have 8 shades in them. It says they'll be available on April 12th on their website and in stores. Morphe, I don't know if she means the Morphe stores, because Morphe does have standalone stores, but they are also sold at Ulta. So not 100% sure about that, but April 12th is when they'll be available. The palettes do look really pretty. For me, I personally would gravitate towards the trio versus the 8, because I just feel like 8's like too much for me. I feel like for a blush palette, I think 3 is pretty darn good. So I would be more interested in the trios. It also does look like they have a mirror on it, which is good. But I will say with Morphe face palettes, they don't get me as excited. Aries is snoring so loud. Can you hear her? Do you not care? You don't care. She don't care about blush trios. I will say that for the Morphe face palettes, I've tried out some of their other ones and they just don't really do much for me. I think I've maybe decluttered all of them out of my collection, and my niece just had a birthday and I sent her another, like I think I had one more Morphe face palette in my collection, and I was like, girlfriend, I think you're gonna get more use out of this than I am. So I shipped it off to her as well. The quality just isn't there for me, and I just don't reach for them as much. So that is why when I see this and I'm thinking about, do I want that? Do I need that? I have a feeling it would end up like my other Morphe face palettes, where I just don't get a lot of use out of them. Eyeshadow palettes I really do enjoy, but for some reason their face palettes I just never really got on with. So for me, these Morphe blush trios and also the blush palettes, I don't think I'm gonna get enough use out of them. I don't think I'm gonna reach for them a ton, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass over them, but I'd love to know, did these catch your attention? Do you have to have them? I had a lot of questions on this set from Too Faced. This is called the Sex on the Peach complexion set. Like, I understand where Sex on the Peach is coming from, right? Sex on the beach, haha, that's funny. But Sex on the Peach sounds dirty. It sounds weird. It sounds like you have a problem with fruit. It makes me look at peaches in a different way. I'm not sold on this name, and it kind of creeps me out. What is that? But if we move past the name, if you try to move past the name. It says it's a $45 set. It's a set of peaches and cream complexion essentials in both mini and full sizes, plus a full size Better Than Sex mascara. You're also getting the peach setting powder, the primed and peachy primer, and then the peach mist. So when I first saw this photo and looked at it, I thought the primer was going to be the foundation, like a mini foundation, and that actually got me excited, and I truly thought about just forget about the name and just try it out, because this foundation has got a lot of good reviews and you like to try out new foundations. And then when I found out it was just the primer, I was like, ooh, that kind of takes it back for me. And it kind of, just a little bit kind of lost its value for me for a mascara that, I mean, you always get the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in collections from Too Faced, from Sephora, Ulta. I mean, it seems like you're always getting somehow even just a mini size, if not a full size, of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and it's not my favorite, so immediately that gets knocked down. I don't use setting powders a ton. They're not my favorite at the moment, so I'm kind of like about the powder. The setting spray, I'm like maybe interested in trying, and then the primer, I'm not super hyped about. So this set, once I saw what was inside, I just wasn't getting hyped for it, and the name is just so freaking weird. What is that? So I'm gonna pass over this complexion set. I don't think I would get enough use out of it to justify the $45 for it. Even though I'm someone who is attracted to these collections, I'm attracted to minis because it's really hard for me to go through full-size products. At the same time, I really have to stop and think about what do I actually use, what would I actually be able to like test out, what would I actually be able to get my money's worth out of this set. And sometimes you just have to say no. So I'm saying no to sex on the peach. I hope I say no. Ooh. So next up, there is a new foundation being released from Beauty Bakerie. This is called their Cake Mix foundation. It's a demi matte foundation. It's available in 30 shades. It says it's a long wear foundation, going to be available April 19th. It'll be $28 each. Beauty Bakerie can be found on their website. This one I'm interested in because I'm like a foundation junkie. I don't know when my love of like trying new foundation is going to cease, but it's not happening anytime soon. So whenever I see a new foundation come out, I'm instantly kind of like giving it the side eye. I have never tried anything from Beauty Bakerie, so I think for that reason, I'm gonna wait to see some reviews come out and see what people think about it. I feel like a demi matte foundation sounds like something that I would like. I'm not someone who's super interested in like the full coverage, super mattifying foundations. I tend to prefer medium coverage and more of a dewy finish. So I'm not 100%, especially because it says long wear, that usually means more full coverage, but demi matte, I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait and see what some of the reviews say and just see what people are saying about the foundation and see if it would be a good fit for me before I run out and buy it. There's also, I talked about a Sunday Riley foundation and the Cover FX foundation fairly recently in a Will I Buy It video, and I'm still eyeing both of those. I'm waiting for the VIB sale to come up, but I know I'm gonna at least purchase one foundation in the VIB sale. I think probably the Cover FX, because I'm not sure if the Sunday Riley will be available by then, but like I'm just like itching to try a new foundation. So I kind of am leaning more on that side right now, especially because I'd be able to get a discount. But $28, I don't feel like that's a bad price. I don't see on here how much you get with the foundation, but I mean, I can definitely appreciate it. It looks like they have a really good shade range with the 30 different shades, but it looks like it covers a pretty wide spectrum, which is great. Like I said, I haven't tried a ton from Beauty Bakerie. I don't know if I've tried anything from Beauty Bakerie. I think I just got a few lip products in when Babs Beauty sent me a really sweet package. She included a couple Beauty Bakerie lipsticks, but I don't think I've tested them out yet. So I really don't have much to go on with the brand. So this is where I like you guys to chime in. Have you guys purchased from Beauty Bakerie? You know, what do you think of their website and the shipping and all of that? Let me know. I would also love to know if you guys are interested in this foundation, if you're leaning towards it, or are you like me and like maybe there's another foundation out there that has your attention a little bit more. That's kind of where I'm at with this foundation, but if there are a lot of good reviews out there and it sounds like a foundation that would work well for me, I'm not against trying it out, because that's just my life right now. That's just my makeup vibes right now. But I'd love to know what you guys think about this one from Beauty Bakerie. Alrighty, we got one more to talk about today. Usually I don't know if anyone's noticed, I did this last week too. I'm trying to expand on more than just, I typically would talk about floor items or, you know, collections or things like that. I know that I'm very long-winded when I talk and I like to get super chatty. If you guys don't know, I'm a published author. I love storytelling. So you get that in a lot of my videos. I'm the same way. If you meet me in real life, ask Georgia Harris. I told her all kinds of stories when she she was visiting me. So sometimes it's hard for me to like limit myself so much, but I know super long videos aren't always appreciated either. So, but I'm trying, because I'm trying to chat about more in these videos. Even though I do them every week, there's always so much makeup coming out, it's crazy. But I know that I got so many tags on this one, and it's a little bit hard to chat about so far because there's not a ton, I don't believe, of information that we have yet. But Kat Von D is releasing a new eyeshadow palette. This is the 10-year anniversary eyeshadow palette. It says it includes all new shades, each named after the 10 muses Kat Von D selected for their upcoming anniversary campaign. There is going to be an entire collection with the liquid lipsticks, studded kiss lipsticks, tattoo liners, a brush collection, the Metal Crush Extreme Highlighter, and then of course this eyeshadow palette. It says it will be available on May 5th. And I say it's kind of hard to talk about because there isn't a price on it yet, so I'm not 100% what she's going to be pricing this at, but at the time that I'm filming, there is not a price listed for the eyeshadow palette. But I will say, when I saw the first photo, my mind kind of immediately went to the Mi Vida Loca palette. When Georgia was here and we did film together, she actually brought that palette down and I actually used it in our Get Ready With Me. I really enjoyed that eyeshadow palette, so this one is speaking to me right now. And I will also say that the photos don't, like, we don't have the best photos yet, at least the ones that I have been able to find, but the colors in there look pretty darn cool. Of course there's a blue, but there's a green and purple, and it looks like a red and an orange and a yellow. Like, it just looks like a cool palette, and I have a feeling that this will be a limited edition. Does it say? It doesn't say for sure in this post, but my guess is gonna be that it's limited edition, and when Kat Von D does limited edition, it's typically limited edition. So for me, it's probably gonna depend on the price, and then I would like to see like the full palette instead of kind of these more like blurry photos that we have so far. But I can chat about it again in an upcoming video if you'd want to see it, but as of right now, I'm interested in it. I'm gonna be eyeing it. We have a little bit till it's gonna come out, and I would like to see the price and the complete palette, you know, kind of like as a whole, good photos of it. But I'm pretty interested in this one, especially I did not get the Mi Vida Loca palette, and I know a lot of people are bummed that it was limited edition and it didn't come back, so I'm curious about this one. I like Kat Von D's eyeshadows, so I'm definitely leaning towards this one. I'll be watching for it, but you'll have to let me know what you think about that palette. Were you super excited when you saw the photos? Do you not even care that there's no price yet? Or like the really pretty release photos, you just know that you're gonna get it? I would love to know, but after that, that's gonna do it for this week's Will I Buy It video. Okay, so that is everything for this week's Will I Buy It video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Are you found it helpful or entertaining in some way? As always, let me know what you thought about all of the new releases that I talked about. What are you so excited for, and what you have no interest in? I always like to know, and I appreciate the comments so much. Also, let me know what you want to see in next week's Will I Buy It video. You can always let me know on any of my social media accounts. I get tagged a ton over on Instagram, and I just go ahead and screenshot away and talk about the items that you want to see the most. Like I said, I'm trying to incorporate more items in here, so feel free to tag away. Let me know what you want to see in these videos. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.